London had to bear the largest economic burden of EU sanctions against Russia's banking sector before Brexit, unearthed reports claimed. The Governor of the Bank of England Andrew Bailey has said he does not expect the EU to open the doors to UK financial services exports after Brexit. He told a news conference earlier this month, on equivalence, "I think it's fair to say that nothing really has moved forwards." After months of wrangling, new rules for trade were finally agreed on Christmas Eve last year, but in a document spanning over 1,200 pages, there was very little mention of financial services, a sector which accounts for 7% of the UK's economy and 10% of its tax receipts. Without this recognition, London firms will be blocked from gaining access to the market. The gloomy remarks echo comments made by Chancellor Rishi Sunak, who recently said that a financial services deal between the two blocs has not happened, despite the Brexit transition period ending over 6 months ago. The UK has recognised equivalents for the EU in several financial service activities, but these have not been reciprocated in Brussels. It is not the first time Britain finds itself on a collision course with Brussels over financial services. While the UK was still a member of the EU, the City of London had to fight tooth and nail to protect itself. In 2014, the EU decided to impose sanctions on Russia, amid anger over the Kremlin's support for Ukrainian rebels, who were accused of shooting down a Malaysia Airlines passenger jet and killing 298 people. The measures included an arms embargo, restrictions on offshore energy exploration and curbs on Russian banks trading in European markets. The sanctions were intended to strangle the Russian economy and convince President Vladimir Putin to abandon his support for the separatists in Ukraine. However, according to Raoul Reperel of Open Europe, an EU policy think tank, the UK was the one who would have bore the largest economic burden. He said at the time, "The UK looks likely to bear the largest economic burden from these sanctions. The financial sanctions are the most developed and will hit Russian state-owned banks' debt and equity issuance, which takes place largely through London. The sanctions have been designed to have a larger impact on Russia than the EU. This looks likely to be the case. Russian firms will have to look elsewhere for funding and certain high-tech imports, a tricky, if not impossible, task." Banking expert Ralph Silva insisted going after Russia's banks would have hurt the West the most. He said, "This will ultimately hurt the city, as well as New York, because for the first time, the Russians are going to realize that they in fact can live without the global financial services industry."